I met Linda in 1970. She came up to me in the Troubadour Bar. We were introduced by a mutual friend. She said, "I know who you are. You're the guy that put that band together for Ricky Nelson, the Stone Canyon band." She said, "Could you do that for me?" And of course, being a tremendous fan of her, I'm shaking with excitement. I said, "Yeah, I'd love to." And the band we put together went out on their own. They've had a little bit of success.
Yeah, just a little.
They're called the Eagles. My joke about the film business, and I'll deny I said this.
We may have to edit it out.
If the music business is swimming laps in your pool, the film business is swimming laps in molasses. I mean, there's just no way around it. It's slow.
It's very slow. Booth Talk, here we are at NAMM 2025.
Yep.
And for me, pretty special. I don't do most of the talks, but this one I wanted to do. So we're pretty honored to have John Boylan here. And
the honor is mine, believe me.
Mr. Boylan. So we're going to get into what he did and what he's doing. But I want to review how we first met, because my beginning story seems to start with me being in the Village and waiting online for an ice cream cone and designing a club based on an ad, and Jimi Hendrix sees the club and I end up doing a studio for Jimi Hendrix. But there's one guy that's actually a professional producer, studio person who enters my life before all that, and I kind of forget to tell people that, embarrassingly enough. Maybe I'll have to amend that story. And this is who this person is. How did we meet?
It's me, and it's because I'm a lot older than he is.
You're not that much older than me.
Probably at least 6 years, right?
Well, we're going to stop this conversation right now.
I met Mr. Storyk when he was a student at Princeton. There was a mutual friend. I was working with a band of girls from that area, doing demos for a Tin Pan Alley publishing company. And I met John through one of the lead singers in the band, Jerry. And he was a student at Princeton at the time.
Oh, that lead singer was my girlfriend. That girlfriend became my wife. That band actually was infinitely better than the band I was in. And John was kind of directing that band, I guess, almost producing that band.
Well, yeah, I produced some demos with them. It never went anywhere, sadly, but Doty was a good guitar player.
The lead guitarist went on to have a little bit more success. Jerry went on to marry me. That was a mistake, probably. Okay, but to this day, we're very good friends. Did you know that?
Yeah, she's a really nice lady.
I stay in touch with her every 6 months. Yeah, we got old together. And so you're really the first person. It was a lie when I turned to Jimmy and Eddie Kramer and said, I don't really know anything about the music business or studios, but the fact of the matter is that you were the first person that even hinted at what a studio was like to me.
And I was not at all surprised when John surfaced as a premier studio designer later in life. And I've worked in some of his rooms, and I have tremendous respect for this man and his wife.
So we've crossed paths a few times. You correct me if I'm wrong, spent time teaching at Bard, which is a school not far from where we live.
I taught sporadically there. I just gave guest lectures, but I taught for 10 years at UCLA, and then for almost 20 years at Citrus College out in Glendora, just part-time, which I enjoyed very much. But I'm not doing that anymore because now, sadly, I'm in the film business.
So here's
I didn't say that.
This is a little reminder. We could...
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's me.
I suspect that Linda is probably your most well-known accolade. Tell us a little bit about, you've had a long relationship with her, correct?
I met Linda in 1970. She came up to me in the Troubadour Bar. We were introduced by a mutual friend. She said, I know who you are. You're the guy that put that band together for Ricky Nelson, the Stone Canyon band. I said, yeah. She said, could you do that for me? And of course, being a tremendous fan of her, I'm shaking with excitement. I said, yeah, I'd love to. And we we started working together, and the band we put together went out on their own. They've had a little bit of success.
Yeah, just a little.
They're called the Eagles, but they started as Linda's backup band.
And that was your doing or partially your doing?
Partially mine, yeah. And I've known Linda. I've worked with her on and off since then.
They have had some success, the Eagles.
Yeah,
Yeah, they've done pretty well.
For the past 20 years, I've actually been managing her and producing her records again. I worked with her mostly from 71 to 73, and then I went to work for Epic Records. But then she called me up in the late 90s and said, Peter Asher, my manager, is retiring. Will you come back and help me? And I said, of course. And I've been her manager ever since. And right now we're working on a biopic about her. I'm working with my partner, James Keach, who did the Johnny Cash biopic, Walk the Line. So we're in pre-production now. We have Selena Gomez to play Linda.
I know, we all know she can't sing anymore, but she's
not well, but she's not terrible. She's on a kind of a plateau. She has a variation on Parkinson's disease. Her hearing is compromised and her mobility is compromised, but she's living her life. You know, she's up there in San Francisco. She has friends over. She throws a brunch every Sunday and invites people. She's definitely living her life. She's about the bravest person I've ever known in my life. She's dealing with a horrible neurological disease in the bravest way I can even imagine. I'd probably be
she's an American
blubbering idiot.
She's an American treasure.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the iconic voice, female voice of my generation, can't sing anymore. It's horrible.
Yeah, the CNN special that portrayed her as the first female rock star, I believe, is correct.
Yeah, I worked on that.
I thought a lot about that.
Linda Ronstadt, The Sound of My Voice. You should stream it if you haven't seen it. We worked hard on that one, and I think it came out great. In fact, it won a Grammy.
Refresh your memory, and who are all these people? We dug some of this stuff up.
That is Don Dempsey, the president of Epic Records, and they are giving out gold records to Charlie Daniels. I produced Devil Went Down to Georgia and his big breakthrough album, Million Mile Reflections. That's Rick Blackburn. That's Charlie's manager. That's these rest are Epic people. He's a publicist. Dan Beck, a great guy, product manager for Epic. He's a business affairs guy. I forgot who he is, but that's me. This is John Haney. He and I were there mixing Love Has No Pride and Silver Threads and Gold Needles by Linda.
Wow.
That is at the old Sunset Sound, I believe.
Tape.
Yeah, tape. This is the at Capitol Studio C when we were doing the vocals for the first Boston album. Down on the right there is Brad Delp, the lead singer. That's me. That's Barry Goudreau, lead guitar. Greg Geller, a great A&R guy. Becky Winding, a great A&R person. You know Tom Scholes. Yep. That's Paul Ahern, their manager. And Warren Dewey and I mixed the album together. That's, that is
who that
the
is.
Late, great Glenn Fry, a very close friend that we lost too early. That's was when he was a guest lecturer at my UCLA class many years ago. This is me with two of my favorite synth pioneers, the late, and I lament the loss of Dave Smith, one of the great pioneers. I mean, come on, the Prophet 5, he's a co-inventor of MIDI. I mean, the guy's a giant. And Roger Lynn Drum. I bought one of the first ones. This is me and Charlie with Don Henley and J.D. Souther, sadly just passed away a few months ago.
Past year.
Well, this is in Nashville at Charlie's. Charlie had a charity concert there every year called Volunteer Jam, and I talked Don and J.D. into guest appearing there. Over there, that's Mr. Henley, and I think you know the green guy. That's me up on the right, and Bob Kraft, who was the music head of Henson Productions, and we were doing an album called Kermit Unpigged, which was a kids album. I loved working in the kids music business, and I persuaded Mr. Henley to sing one of the Muppet songs in a duet with Kermit. I also did a duet with Kermit with Linda, too, and with Jimmy Buffett.
So, John, what are you doing now?
Right now, it's the biopic. Keach and I, we have Selena Gomez attached to play Linda. We are now currently developing a script. We don't have the script yet. We're working on it. My joke about the film business, and I'll deny I said this, it's...
We may have to edit it out.
No need, really. If the music business is swimming laps in your pool, the film business is swimming laps in molasses. I mean, there's just no way around it. It's slow.
Oh, it's very slow. It's very slow. Well, how old are you?
I'm 83 and proud of it.
79. You are a little bit older than me.
Yeah.
John, what a thrill. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Mr. Storyk, my pleasure indeed.
Thanks.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me.